10 epic waterfalls in New Zealand for quick family adventures. And an extra one at the end that's not technically a waterfall. I've put this list together as we go walking with our 3 and 5-year-old and have for many years. You're not needing to hike for 2 to 3 hours to get to these falls, and they're absolutely stunning. So add these onto your list as you tour around New Zealand. Number 1, starting from the top, Rainbow Falls in Kerikeri at the top of the North Island. It's got that name because if you get the angle right, there's a gorgeous rainbow. It's just a 5-minute easy walk from the car park. The waterfall is 27 metres high and there's quite a few viewing platforms, so it's a nice area to explore. We spent a good 20 minutes walking around, looking at the different platforms and taking photos. So that's Rainbow Falls in Kerikeri. The next one working down the country is Piroa Falls in Waipu. So not too far away, and a great stop as you head north. It's a nice bushwalk, took us about 15 minutes with the kids, and a really cool swimming hole. We went earlier this year in the summer and had a good paddle, and a lot of the adults jumped in near the waterfall, which I'm not going to do with the kids, but looked really cool. It's a lesser known waterfall and is often a lot quieter. However, we went on New Year's Day, so it was a bit busier than normal. Number 3, Whangarei Falls. This one really is easy to access. You're coming through town, you take a short 2-minute detour in the car, and it really is a 2-minute walk from the car park. Wow, 26 metres high. It's stunning. You see it on a lot of Northland marketing. There's a couple of viewing platforms and a good area to explore. There's even a little detour walk along the stream that we found when we went last year. Number 4, New Zealand's most Instagrammable waterfall, Bridal Falls. This is near Ragland and my most recent waterfall visit. We hadn't been back for a few years, but it's still stunning. 55 metres high. It is amazing. The lookout at the top is very easy to access. It's a short 10-minute walk along the flat, but to get to the viewing from the bottom, 256 steps. All the way to the bottom. The kids did it, but it was a bit of a challenge and you do get warnings on just how many steps, but it's well worth it. Amazing photos and amazing view. Number 5, heading towards Rotorua, Tarawera Falls. We hadn't really heard of this one before and it's quite hidden. You need to get a permit from the local forestry company, but they need to know how many people are on the site, and it's only open on weekdays. So it's a bit unusual, but we went last year and it's a 20-minute walk, but amazing. It's coming out of a cave at the top of the hill. It's quite unique and a lovely hike and super quiet because nobody's ever heard of it. The 20-minute walk was beautiful with some crystal clear waters as we walked towards the waterfall. Hi, I'm Emily and I run Emily in NZ, posting about living, working and exploring this beautiful country that is New Zealand. Hit subscribe because I update every Friday so you'll be notified about my next video. Now the next one in central North Island is Wairere Falls. And I have to admit, I haven't actually been to this one. I saw it from the road. We went to Matamata last year. I had full intentions on visiting North Island's tallest waterfall at 153 metres. However, the 45-minute return track was closed, so all I could get was a shot from the road. A bit disappointing. I was ready to do it with the kids. I don't know if the kids were ready to do the 45-minute return track, but that was a year ago. They'll be really up for it now, so I'd love to go back. Number 7, Marokopa Falls near Waitomo. This one is stunning and it really is easy. It's a 10-minute slightly downhill track to the waterfalls. I did it in a very recent video last month when we went on our road trip, and it is breathtaking. Because it's so wide, the water thunders over the top and it's pretty impressive. Number 8, onto the South Island. One of my favourite places in New Zealand, Abel Tasman National Park. Cleopatra's Pool. I've been to Abel Tasman National Park a few times, but not been to Cleopatra's Pool, as it's a bit of a detour on the traditional walk. So when I went last year, I didn't have the kids with me. We were doing a 4-day hike through the national park, and you need to start from the Anchorage hut. So at that point, you need to get a boat or hike to the hut to even start this walk. So it's not as accessible as it could be. It's a 30-minute walk from the hut and it's so cool. It's a natural water slide. I didn't give it a go as I knew I had 6 hours of walking ahead of me, but I did watch a few people go down this natural water slide and it was pretty cool. It feels like a secret paradise. Number 9. And the only waterfall which has a charge for entry, Washpen Falls, in the foothills of the Canterbury in a place called Windwhistle. $10 per adult and kids are free. It's privately owned. There aren't too many waterfalls in this area, so it's quite handy if you're staying in Christchurch and looking for something different to do. The loop walk took 40 minutes and offered a real variety of terrain through the bush and looking over the gorgeous Canterbury Plains. We went on a really stunning day. The waterfalls are towards the end, so take a picnic and make a morning of it. Number 10. Avalanche Creek in Arthur's Pass. We're in the centre of the South Island now. In the gorgeous town of Arthur's Pass, there's a lot of walking and a lot of waterfalls. However, I'm suggesting waterfalls that are easy to get to, and this one has to be the easiest. It is 5 minutes from the car park as you come into Arthur's Pass. It's a great roadside stop if you are driving through, nice place to stretch your legs. You can have a little paddle and check it out from the lower or the upper viewpoints. It's often overlooked because there's also the Devil's Punch Bowl, but that is more of a hike and less of a pullover on the roadside. And my final one, which isn't officially a waterfall, is Roaring Meg. It is actually an outlet for the Hydra Dam. It's a series of rapids with a long vertical drop. Apparently, it was named after a very outspoken barmaid in the gold mining era. It's another one that's a nice stop between Queenstown and Cromwell to pull over, take some photos and stretch your legs. Thank you for watching. We love exploring New Zealand and waterfalls are a big part of it. Taking the kids now, we're looking for things that are accessible, but also get them to stretch their legs. As they get older, we're going to do some of the longer hikes. They enjoy getting their walking boots on, holding a stick and exploring through the forest to get to the beautiful waterfalls. I hope you found that useful. Hit subscribe because I update every Friday, and in the meantime, check out one of these videos that you might find useful. I'll see you in my next video.